Hey everybody, it's Papa from the Papa and Alina Show, and of course I'm in the Lego basement today, and since I'm in the Lego basement and it's still a little cold, the heater's kicking on, so please excuse the noise. But I'm here today to discuss a little bit of our growing Lego collection and what we might be doing with it. So let's get into it. Alright, our Lego collection is growing and growing with no end in sight. Our storage solution is as good as it can be for right now, but I've had a couple thoughts and, well, a couple of concerns. We have this storage table and this storage table over here. Well, build tables. Usually they come up temporarily for an art project or a Lego build, or if we have this table full of stuff, which seems to be a constant lately, the tables come up temporarily, but it's been basically permanent. They haven't gone away for some time. So I've been thinking of our Lego collection. I feel our collection should be broken down into 3 parts. First, spare parts. We have a lot of those. The collection is ever growing. The second thing is we have some parts or sets and builds in boxes. The first thing our Lego should be for, other than parts, is play. Our Lego is for play mostly because it's what we like to do. We like to build, but honestly, if you take a look at this set right here, obviously we like to play with our sets. Set up little scenes and figures and sets to play with. So, if we don't have it set in to play with, or it's not in our totes for eventual play with, we do have some display sets. I'm sure you've seen in previous videos, we have minifigures up on display, the Mickey and Minnie Mouse, the tree, or the Winnie the Pooh and stuff like that. So, what about the things that we don't play with all the time and kind of sit in the totes and they're not going to go on display? Well, this is my Star Wars bucket. Well, our tote. And honestly, we're not going to play with it. The only set I would, well, maybe 2 things I would ever consider displaying would be the Snow Speeder and Luke's Land Speeder. Other than that, the 4+ X-Wing Fighter, I mean, it's a cool little toy. We're not playing with it. I never intend to display it. So, it's going to come apart. I plan to take these pieces, all our Star Wars sets, probably put some of these up on display. That means I probably need to order some new plates and bricks to set up our risers. And over here, we have the Boost in Super Mario. And we also have some power and motors in 2 separate totes. We do have a Bricks and Minifigs coming. I'm pretty sure the Boost and the Super Mario is going to get parted out, set back in the bags. I'm sure we still have the boxes, and we're going to probably sell them at Bricks and Minifigs. Earn a little store credit so we can buy more stuff. Powers and motors, we might hold on to that a little bit because one of these totes here has our amusement park. There's a Ferris wheel here, the Legoland amusement park. So we have things that could use some motors to set the Ferris wheel moving, set the roller coasters in action, the swings, whatever have you. So, that's the thoughts. Please give me your comments. Tell me what you think. Well, we're going to start taking this apart. Take that apart. Oh, we got to store that away. We'll put these minifigures together. Or, I think I just came up with an idea. How about we open up this box first, put the minifigures together, take a look at all these pieces, then take all this apart and see if we can come up with some sort of mock. These little minifigures here are going on the shelf. We'll have to set this aside for now for eventual display. But this pile of minifigures are what I'm calling the not sure about themselves. Now, some of these minifigures are from sets, but some of these minifigures are from a collection. So, like these, I know are solid because they obviously came from a set, because when we acquired that collection, they were not, the set wasn't built, still in bags, but the minifigures were around, so whoever had it certainly liked to play with the minifigures. Now this one I know for sure is not a real minifigure because those pants and torso certainly don't match, and the head, well, is a blank. I think we might take these apart for pieces. Alright, and then we're also going to try to play with the new microphone with the GoPro. So let's stop this video and start that video. Alright, super noisy basement right now. I've pulled all the minifigures out, stuck them in this little cup. There's quite a bit there. I would say it's probably 50-50 of minifigures that were put together from sets and minifigures that were pieced together mostly from the collection we acquired. So it probably looked cool at the time. I can't guarantee that they're the right pieces, so I'll probably just put together what I know is legit and what we like, put it up on display. So that leaves us with the X-Wing, this vehicle here, and all these pieces that are going to get broken down into their parts for our collection. Alright, the first thing I'm doing is setting our little lav mic on our new stage. I'm going to have that up while I commence to take care of this mess. Alright, well, as I mentioned on the other little video, first thing I'm going to do is set all this aside, tidy up so I can put together this set. Partially put together, I should say. Alright, got the microphone set up. Let's see if it makes a difference. Let's make sure we're... Alright, another take. Hot chocolate does a body good. Alright, we got the little microphone and stage set up for this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this set, the Star Wars set, Dark Trooper Attack, 75324, 166 pieces. My only interest right now is the minifigures. But then, as I mentioned, we'll take all that stuff apart and see if we can come up with some kind of cool mount. Alright, 2 bags. Right, let's get all the little minifigure pieces. I imagine this is the cape for Luke. Sorry about the Lego noise. I've also turned on my portable heater. It's just starting to get, it's a little chilly down here, but honestly, it's starting to warm up, which is nice. I think there will even be some opening up the windows today. This is actually the second set that I purchased, basically just for the pieces, in this case the minifigures. The previous one would be probably in a previous video that you would have seen by now, the video set. So I think we're expanding our Lego repertoire, as it were, of just actually buying some sets for what we would like, because as we found, you get a whole lot better price if you get it right away, especially with these Star Wars figures. If you buy the set as opposed to try to buy them later on the second market, the Bricklink or eBay, the highly coveted pieces, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and whatever else have you, they definitely appreciate in value. So let's get these little minifigures together. Really don't need the instructions to build a minifigure, but I tend to make mistakes, so let's try not to do that this time. Now that's a cool little piece, the hood piece for Luke. Of course, the green lightsaber. Lena and I had a discussion recently, well, a couple times now, about the proper way to build a lightsaber. Some people prefer it this way, some people prefer it the other way, but it seems to be a decisive thing in the community. Surprise, surprise. Alright, this is pretty straightforward. The only question I really had was the leg pieces, but that's why I got the instructions out. However, if I would have paid attention, 3 of the same means this is different. Alright. Luke comes with 2 faces, a little almost smile face, and then a little not so smiley face. We're going to use the not so smiley face because it's definitely more appropriate. There we have the Luke minifigure. Of course, these are the Dark Trooper attacks. This is from the Mandalorian series, which I gotta say I thoroughly enjoyed. There we have one of the Dark Troopers. So now I'm just going to build the other 3. Oh, but we're missing a piece. Go through that in a minute. One of the pieces for the binoculars for the gun got probably in the pile there, which is not a problem. There we have our Luke and 3 Dark Troopers. I made one left-handed because, let's face it, everybody's always right-handed. Seems to be right-handed in Lego. So now we have a left-handed one. Now my next task was to be taking all these pieces and taking those pre-built items apart and figuring out some kind of mock. But I think what I'll do next, as I take those apart, is I've got another set I wish to build, and I know I have a bunch of pieces. I can't remember the set number, but the hot rod, but I plan to part it out and assemble it with what pieces we have on hand. Probably have to order a couple from Bricklink. So right now I'll pause this video, set it up for fast forward. Hopefully the mic worked. We'll find out in editing. And thank you for joining me on the journey, and stay tuned for fast forward. As you just saw with the GoPro video, I've got my minifigures. I've got a couple set aside for display, a couple of the stormtroopers. And what I'm going to do now is start setting aside pieces for that mock I just did. Well, it's not a mock. It's an actual set. I'll look it up and insert it here. But I'm going to start setting aside pieces also for I just ordered some parts for some new risers. I think enough to make 2 more risers on those shelves. The first shelf is pretty much full. The second shelf will be mostly full when I get these Dark Troopers and the Stormtroopers on there. And I've got the GoPro going fast. Let's hope that the mic worked out okay. Kind of like it. Alina liked it. So let's get to it. Before I really get started, stickers and manuals are actually something that can be sold. I'll probably save this for bricks and minifigs. Well, slowly but surely, as I sort out things for parts I need, this mess gets organized. I think I'm going to pause the GoPro for now and keep sorting, because honestly, watching somebody sort parts is kind of boring. Alright, it's going to be break time. I have a good amount sorted. I'm down to 1 page of still to sort. The next step will be to sort out all these pieces, check the parts list of a set I have coming for part out, and then the final step will be to see if the remaining parts I need to order make a difference. If the parts ordered become more than the set is available for sale on Bricklink right now, easy decision, just buy the box. Alright. Be back in a moment. Well, I've got as many parts from my collection as I could. For the hot rod is the name of the set. I still don't have the set number top of my head. But now I'm going to start dismantling and parting out these sets. Perhaps what I still have yet to find or need, maybe it'll be in there. Alright, let's get to it. And I got the snow speeder taken apart, and yes, 2 more pieces for the hot rod. Well, here we go, the last piece. Carnage. Absolute carnage. Well, I have finally taken the last set apart. All the pieces are out. I did gain a couple of pieces for the hot rod, but that's going to be it for today. Thanks for joining me on this carnage journey. Please like and subscribe and share if you'd like. Well, I just got done looking at the set I got on order and checked all the parts I still needed on Bricklink. $7 worth of parts is what I still need, and that is definitely worth ordering. The set is running about $15 right now, so I think that's a good move. Pretty soon, all the parts will be here, and then we will build the hot rod. All right, again, thanks for joining me on this Lego journey. A little bit of carnage, whole lot of part sorting yet to do. And again, please like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me.